If ever a presidential policy reflected a president's own character, it is Reaganomics. In fact, it's so personal that it barely qualifies as an economic theory. But the trouble is, Reaganomics is not working.
It's been the single overwhelming failure of the Reagan administration. More than 12 million Americans out of work. The highest since the 1930s. The tax cut did sidekick that had been promised. Business got steadily worse. Factories closed, layoffs, bankruptcies. The federal deficit skyrocketed. Inflation had been brought under control and quickly, a remarkable accomplishment, but at a terrible cost.
Reagan was really trying hard to kill inflation as fast as he could. And that was working, but the problem was interest rates were going up to 18%. It's like chemotherapy for the economy. It kills a lot of other things along the way.
The government can live with high unemployment to curb inflation. This seems to be a very high price for us to have.
What's best for the land about dinner? It's not anymore. It's the land for the rich, and the poor can go to hell.
I think that we're going to have some hard times for the next few months. While we had predicted, as you well know, a stagnant economy, none of us had predicted the stepping over into recession.
When David Stockman came in and said, the deficit's not going down, the deficit's simply getting larger, Reagan apparently was shocked. Perhaps he had been too beguiled by his own supply side rhetoric.
Reaganomics, as it was called, was not generating enough revenue. The theory that if you de-tax the rich, everybody will be better off because they'll invest that money turned out not to be true.
These are not especially happy days for Budget Director David Stockman. The December issue of the Atlantic Monthly has a long article about Stockman, in which he is quoted as saying some things he no doubt wishes he had not said.
I got the magazine, and it was an early copy. I couldn't believe it. The president gave a news conference that day, and I kept waving my hand. He didn't call him. So I chased him out. He had no idea what I was talking about, clearly. So I broke the story that night. The budget director blew the whistle on this plan.
And while he still contends were off-the-record conversations, Stockman expressed disillusion with the Reagan supply-side economic theory. Stockman refers to naive supply-siders. The whole thing, meaning the Reagan plan, is premised on faith, said Stockman. None of us understands what's going on with all these numbers.
It was very, very damaging. A lot of people wanted him fired, but I thought we had to keep him because he knew more about the budget than anybody. So I prevailed upon the president to not fire him.
We have faith in our program, and we're sticking with it. For the paid political complainers, let me say as politely as I can, put up or shut up.
President Reagan's standing in the NBC AP poll has gone from a high of 65% approval after he was shot to a low of 43% last fall. That's a bit lower than any previous president at that stage of his stay in the White House.
We lost big in the 1982 midterms, and everybody was blaming the bad economy on our tax cuts and spending reduction.
I remember thinking, okay, the bubbles burst. And when a president sinks like that, and I had just seen it with Jimmy Carter, you just don't come back. And I did believe that. He's not going to come back.
At least 76 United States Marines were killed this morning in Lebanon, and at least 115 were wounded. Those numbers may rise considerably higher.
I was sound asleep, and this bomb went off. You could feel it shake across Beirut. It was so massive. It was devastating.
A truck filled with explosives was driven into a compound amidst of a